Hi everyone, welcome back to Mzansi True Crime Diva. My name is Diva and I am so very happy to be sitting in front of this ring light with this microphone and filming another video for you guys. Yes, I'm back. I am officially back on YouTube and I'm here to stay. Technical difficulties really had a girl down. It really did. Also, I had so much going on in my life. Like, I will definitely tell you guys about it in another video. I have much more exciting things to talk about in this video. Today we'll be reviewing Devilsdorp, the new docu-series, the true crime docu-series that is on Showmax. It was released on the 29th of July and social media was abuzz, all right? Everybody on Facebook, on my Facebook, was talking about it. Everybody on my Twitter was talking about it. Everyone on my Instagram was talking about it, obviously, because I just follow a lot of true crime content. I just have, true crime addicts, South African true crime addicts on my social media. So I had to literally avoid all of those platforms in order to avoid spoilers because I don't understand people were clearly ready for the release, okay? The moment it was on Showmax, people were already sitting down, glued to their screen, and the moment they were done binging, they were already talking and talking and talking. And I get it. Like, I honestly, after I watched it myself, I was like, I absolutely understand why you guys wanted to just talk and talk and talk about this after watching it. Before we go any further, I would like to thank Showmax for sponsoring this video. I am truly and honestly humbled that they decided to work with me on this video because honestly, I was definitely going to binge that docu-series anyway. It was just automatic. And I've actually had so many questions about the Electus Bedia Kruger's dope cult killings for a really long time, mainly because I've heard about it I've heard about it on YouTube, I've heard about it on certain podcasts and all that, but I honestly felt that I wasn't able to get a clear and proper picture as to what exactly happened. I am a detailed orientated person, so I do just need details. I need a very clear picture on what happened, especially when with regards to a series of murders. I want to understand what happened with each and every victim, what happened with each and every killing, you know what I mean? And what led up, what is the background of the people who killed? What is the background of the victim? Who is affected by this victim's killing? All of that. That matters to me a lot. And I wasn't able to get that full and proper picture until this docu-series came out. Of course, it hit me very differently than what I expected. It's not like I'm gonna listen to this mother who lost her daughter to cult killings just tell the story like how I tell my YouTube stories, you know what I mean? It hit very differently to hear that little crack of a voice, as they were explaining, if not a crack of a voice, full blown hysterical tears, as they were explaining just how horrible these killings have ruined their lives. My favorite thing on how they actually told the story is that they showed the timelines. That for me was my absolute favorite thing because as I was trying to research this whole story by myself, I was so confused between what happened when. Again, I wasn't able to get a proper, clear, chronological answer as to what happened with Electus Bedias, what happened with this whole entire story. But then this docu-series managed to use timelines and expert testimonies, as well as testimonies from people who are left behind, people who are actually affected by these crimes, and they were able to just compile everything in a very understandable, detailed manner that, even if you had never heard of Electus Bedias, obviously you'd definitely be able to understand what happened. Although I must say that even though the docu-series answered so many questions that I've had for the longest time about this entire situation, it left me with even more questions. I will definitely say that I don't think that we can call this one a solved case. Well, it becomes very clear at the very last episode that no, it's not a solved case at all. But wow, it just makes you wonder if there's an even more evil force. I can't call it an evil force, but if there's a more evil person out there or a few more evil people out there that should have also been jailed at the end of the whole situation. Like, did the police get everyone that they should have? And they say it's 11 murders, but was it 11 murders really? There's just so many questions that were answered, and then so many questions that were left unanswered all of a sudden. So I was really deep in my thoughts after binge watching it. It only took me 4 hours to binge, and when I started, I actually had a pen and paper with me because I knew I had to do this review. So I had a pen and paper with me. I was like, I'm going to take notes of anything that I feel like I should highlight in this video. But what ended up happening is that pen and paper just sat there, and I was just glued to my screen, and it was one episode after the other. Of course, I literally just sat there like, what? Like, I was so baffled. I was so baffled. It's sad. Like, I won't lie, it really is sad. I can't spoil much for you guys, obviously, but my heart still aches for certain people. Shame. It's sad how no good deed goes unpunished. Why do people think the way they do? Like, do you guys think that because if you think about a lot of the members of Electus Betiers, there was an actuary, there was a high school teacher, an A+ student, all these people who had good things going for them, but they still chose this. We always say that people like this are people who have a void in their lives, people who need meaning, da 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 da. But it's like, you guys have everything pretty much, or you have potential at least. So why would you allow yourselves to be manipulated? Like, why did you throw away all your education and believe nonsense like this? It's so mind-boggling, to be honest. But it makes you wonder as well. Like, a lot of people who were talking about it, like I said, a lot of people were tweeting about it, they were on Facebook about it, and everyone was like, oh, these people are so gullible, I'd never be so stupid. And it's like, can you say that with your chest though? Can you say that with your chest though? If a whole actuary could be manipulated, if A+ students could be manipulated and all that, can you say it with your whole chest that you would not have fallen for Madam's lies over there? We don't know about that. But I really feel so sad for a lot of people. It's crazy. Especially the collateral damaged people as well. The people who were just like, I kind of need to get this done. I kind of have this objective. And you're either in my way a little bit, so I'm just going to eliminate you. Or the people who are like, as in, I just need a tool. And I'm going to go ahead and use you. Like, that was really sad. The level of disregard for another human's life is something that I will never, ever be able to understand. Like, do we have to tell you that people have purposes, that people have things to do, and that you can't just be killing people just because you've got some point to prove? Like, it makes no sense at all. But yeah, I guess that's something we're going to discuss in the comments down below. I really want us to have a discussion about this, because you're going to want to have a discussion about it after watching it. You're going to want to talk, because it's infuriating. It's a very provocative docu-series, because you'll feel sad, you'll feel angry, you'll feel confused, you'll feel a lot of things. The whole story, it makes sense in a way if you listen to the expert witnesses, if you listen to the psychologists who explain that, okay, this is how people work, and who analyze the psychology behind certain people, then you kind of understand. But at the same time, you're still left with so many questions. For me, the most disturbing part, and I don't think it's going to be the most disturbing part for most people, but for me, it was definitely episode 3, like towards the later parts of episode 3, when they were breaking down the police conduct, and that colonel over there. Who the hell is that colonel even? That whole situation, and how it was, how the police ended up handling things thereafter. that had me shook. Like, that's the part that really sent a chill down my spine. Reason being, obviously, because the mastermind, the person that they finally deemed the mastermind of these entire killings, they ended up being able to explain to us, it's okay, this lady, this is how she works, you know what I mean? And then they able to tell you her psychology, they're able to tell you how she thinks and how other people think around her and all that. But there was this dark figure there that no one was able to explain, and even now people aren't able to explain what all of that was about. And it's so freaky. It's actually very freaky, because what was that? What was that? Like, please, I like my answers solved. But honestly, shout out to Showmax for producing such an amazing A-class docu-series. I am honestly very proud to see a true crime South African documentary that is up there with international standards. Did I mention, I don't usually watch docu-series, I won't lie. I usually get my true crime from podcasts, from YouTube, from books. That's pretty much how I get my true crime. But I have watched obviously some docu-series, and it was up there. Also, thank you for the English subtitles. Thank you so much for the English subtitles. I fully understand that a lot of the victims and the investigators, they're Afrikaans home language, and even though I can understand Afrikaans, I still appreciate English subtitles a lot, and I know a lot of other South Africans are going to appreciate them too. So thank you so much for that. And I still have so much to say, but obviously I'm just trying to avoid spoilers here. Oh, I want to tell you guys how you can watch the series. So it's on Showmax. It's available on Showmax. Don't get it twisted. It is available on Showmax. So what you're going to do is, if you do not have DSTV, or you have the Easy Plan, the Access View Plan, or their family plan, then you can subscribe, and if you haven't yet subscribed to them, then it's only going to cost you 99 Rand per month. When you subscribe, you are going to get a 14-day free trial. Same with Compact and Compact Plus. It's 49 Rand per month for Compact and Compact Plus, but you are going to get a 14-day free trial when you subscribe. And if you have DSTV Premium, then it's for free. You already have it. Just go ahead and grab your popcorn and just watch you some good old Showmax. I really suggest that you subscribe. Obviously, I've had Showmax forever. When they approached me to do this video, they sent me links to watch it in another way, and I was like, what are you doing? I have Showmax because I know my life. I'm serious about myself. So, and just to close it off, I'm gonna go ahead and rate the series 9 out of 10. Listen, when I say the detail that it was told, the detail that this story was told, the expert witness, the breaking down of everything that happened, the timeline of everything that happened, just the quality, everything, the cinematography of it all, everything was A-class, and I am absolutely impressed. Thank you so much to Showmax for this amazing series. Thank you, Showmax, for working with me on this video again. You know, I mean, I have a very small channel, and I'm no macro influencer. I'm literally just a nano influencer, but obviously my audience is South African true crime addicts, so I guess they see the quality over the quantity, and I really very much appreciate that. I cannot wait to come back and tell you guys a true crime story, and actually sit down and break down the true crime story with you guys again. Isn't it such a pity that I cannot talk about Electus Bidez and tell you guys everything that has been going on in my mind this past weekend ever since I watched it? But it's all right. It's all right. We'll have the discussion in the comments below, and we're also going to have the discussion on Twitter. So if you don't follow me on Twitter already, the link is somewhere. It's in the description box below. You can find my Twitter. It's still True Crime Diva. So we're going to have the discussion there as well. People have already been talking about it there. Please let me know what you guys thought about this. Like, tell me what stood out for you. Like I said, for me, it was the later parts of episode 3. But what stood out for you? Was it Michaela? Was it Marcel? It had to be. Marcel is another very spoken about person. She's another person who was mentioned a lot when people were talking about this on social media. I don't know about her. I just don't think she's as deserving of the punishments as the others. You know what I mean? Her and Leroux. Also, let's discuss that journalist. The journalist. Guys, I don't want to spoil anything. I really don't want to spoil anything, but if you've watched it, let's discuss that journalist. Now that I've mentioned Leroux, you know which journalist I'm talking about. I I don't want to judge anyone, but anyway, anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble about this series that you guys have not watched yet, but you're going to watch very soon. I know I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Thank you to Showmax. Shout out Showmax. I am literally sitting here in honor. Showmax working with me. What? Honestly, I'm mind blown. I'm really mind blown. So I have nothing else to say other than thank you. And thank you guys for allowing me to get a little bit out of my chest. Even though I wasn't able to speak about everything because I had to avoid spoilers, I'm still glad that I finally sat down and I got everything out of my chest because I've been thinking about it. I'm going to see you guys next time. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to upload another video and another one because I am honestly very much back. Bye-bye.